YouTube, my name is Eclipse, and today I want to help you all tune in your settings for XDefiant. I have almost a day actually played on this game already. I know, crazy. It's only been out, I think, for 2 days, and I have almost a day played. And honestly, I'm going to be honest, I think the game feels fantastic. I hear way too many complaints on Reddit, on X, on Twitter, whatever you want to call it, that the game doesn't feel good. The game's clunky, but honestly, the game feels fantastic. I understand where you guys are like saying that, and honestly, most of it stems from a lot of you guys are like expecting to come on here and for this to be a one-to-one clone of COD. It's not going to be a one-to-one clone of COD, guys. It never will be. It was never supposed to be. The only reason why you're saying this game doesn't feel natural is because it doesn't feel like COD. And I completely understand that because it's its own game. And we all need to give it its own space to shine. It's not COD, guys. So we're going to go through all these settings. And guys, if you like the video, a like is always appreciated. Make sure you subscribe for more XDefiant content and leave in the comments below if any of these settings have helped you. And if not, leave a comment what settings you are running, guys. Alright, so without further ado, let's get right into the settings, guys. So here's the gameplay and the UI ones. Honestly, I like to keep my field of view at 120. I'm going to show you guys the difference here when I bring it all the way down to, what is it in this game, 70 I think or something. But here it is. As you can see in the background, as I move it down, you can see it's going down. But with the 60, if you look at this target on the left here when I ADS, yes, it is so zoomed in. I can see him perfect, but you can't see that one on the right when I'm ADS'd. Now, when I move it up a little bit, let's say to 100. Now I zoom in. That target looks a lot further away. It's going to be harder to hit, yeah, but now look at the target on the right. I feel like I could see him a lot better, but look at 120 when I move it all the way up. Even when I am ADS'd here, guess what? I could still see that target all the way to the right. That is why I like to keep it on 120. I just feel like I could see enemies better, even though that target in the back is further away. To me, it's not that big of a deal. I could see the enemy on the right. That's a bigger deal to me. Let's move on to the ADS field of view. I keep it on consistent. ADS behavior, keep it on hold. ADS sensitivity transition, I like to keep it on blend. I just think that feels the most natural. Call of Duty automatically has it on instant, but I think blend on this game just seems to feel more natural. I'm really not sure why. Melee during ADS off. Aiming interrupts reload, keep it off. Crouch behavior, I like to keep it on toggle. Sprint behavior, I like to keep it on tap. That's just tap down the analog stick to sprint instead of having to hold it. Auto sprint, I like to keep it on. That's total preference. Either auto sprint when you move the left analog stick forward or have to tap it down to move it. Total preference, up to you guys. I keep my auto sprint threshold on 10. That is how much you have to move the left analog stick to be able to auto sprint. Auto sprint interrupts reload. I like to keep that off. I just think that's a silly setting to keep on. I like to reload and run away. Slide behavior, keep it on tap. Auto reload weapon. That's so when you run out of ammo in your clip, auto reloads for you. I just like to keep it on. Auto switch weapon, I like to keep it on. That's so if you completely run out of bullets, it'll automatically switch to your secondary. I just keep it on. Auto grab ledge, I like to keep it off. I just think it's crazy that some people play with that on. If you're automatically running up to a ledge and auto mantles for you, terrible. Scoreboard behavior, hold. Challenge notifications, I like to keep it on this game. This is the only game I've seen that has all. So it'll show every time you make progress towards a challenge. I think that's a great feature. Damage numbers, I like to keep off. I think it's too cluttered with that on. Enemy health bars, I like to keep on. I like that feature, and it's also easier to see enemies with it on. Minimap rotation in this game is actually broken, so keep minimap rotation off if you like the minimap how it is in COD. It's backwards. On actually doesn't rotate. Distance units, I'm in the US, so I like to keep it on meters. Ping display, I like to keep it on so I can see what servers I am playing on and what my current ping is. As you can see in the top left, it displays it right there. Team composition overlay, I like to keep it off. This just shows the factions that you and the enemy teams are using in game. Onto the controller settings. Button layout, I like to use Brawler. That is copy and paste tactical from Call of Duty. Just scroll through those, it shows you what buttons are labeled what. Stick layout, keep it on default, I would say. Aim assist, keep that on standard. I don't think there's any reason for anybody to ever turn off aim assist. That would just be weird. And then keep your aim assist strength on 0. Reverse S curve for the aim response curve type. That is copy and paste dynamic from Call of Duty. So whatever you play on Call of Duty, I would say just keep it the same. So I play on dynamic on Call of Duty, so I play on reverse S curve here. If you play on linear, put it on linear. If you play on standard on Call of Duty, keep it on standard. I would say just keep it the same because it acts exactly the same. Horizontal sensitivity, I keep it on 40. Vertical sensitivity, I also keep it on 40. I've played around with this a bunch. I've put it on 50-50. I've put it on 45-45. I've put it on 30-30. I've even went up to like 70-70 at one point just to mess around and see. I think the sweet spot, honestly, is 40-40 or 50-50. That's obviously a preference, but I think 40 and 40 works fantastic. These just keep on 1 times. I don't think they make much of a difference. Dead zones. Guys, put this as low as you can that your controller will have. See, I lowered it to 0, and look, my guy's automatically moving. So I wish I could keep it on 0, but unfortunately, I cannot. I could go down to, I think, 3-3, but I'd put it on 4-4. So go as low as you can without stick drift occurring. Acceleration speed multiplier, put it on 2. So this just gives you a speed multiplier when you fully max out when you're moving your right stick. If you move it all the way to the right, it'll put it 2 times faster than when you move it just a little bit. And I think it helps when you're trying to shoot around a corner. If you slide cancel around a corner and then try to lock onto somebody, I just think it helps. Invert horizontal axis off, invert vertical axis off. Controller vibration, total preference, but I think you just shoot straighter when you keep it off. Okay, onto the audio settings. Main volume, I keep it 100. Dialogue, I keep it 100. SFX, keep it 100. UI, 100. The only one I lowered here is the music volume, because I honestly thought the music was just too loud when I was sitting in the main menu. Voice chat on. So voice chat channel, I keep it on private. That is so you could only hear the people you are in a party with. If you put it on public, you could hear the whole lobby. Voice chat volume, I have it at 100. Microphone input threshold. If you have an older mic or just genuinely a mic that is not as good, you might have to lower this, but this is the threshold until your mic activates. The lower you put it, the more sensitive the microphone will be. So if you put it too low, people might hear too much background noise. Okay, and then microphone volume boost, 20. I don't think that's going to really change much. Video brightness, I keep it at 10. And honestly, yes, it is hard to see on some of the darker maps in this game on 10, but honestly, the maps are just so bright, so colorful, and so contrasty that when I up it, it just honestly hurts my eyes when I'm playing at night. And then, guys, this is the most important setting in the game right here. If you have a monitor that supports 120 hertz and you are playing on console, guys, you have to turn this on. It is a question. You have to do it. Even Mark Rubin tweeted it out that this is the biggest and most important setting in the game. So please change. Alright, so moving on to the language and accessibility, guys, not much really to change. I'm just going to scroll through it quickly. Really, the only one that I think you might want to change is the flashbang effect. I keep mine on bright. You can change it to dark. It's really so when you get flashbanged, it either your screen will pop up black or your screen will pop up white. If you play at night a lot, you might want to change that to dark so you're not getting blinded, but really not much in here. Chat window on, chat language filter on, chat audio cues on, whatever. It doesn't really matter. If you want to keep crossplay on, if you want to keep crossplay off, preference. Input-based matchmaking, I would keep on. That's so if you're on controller, you will not play with mouse and keyboard. If you are on mouse and keyboard, you guys don't have to cry about aim assist. Keep input-based matchmaking on, guys. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and that will do it for the XDefiant settings videos. And guys, this is the training center. Early sneak peek for you guys at the end here. So if you want to just, I'm just going to run around for a little bit. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe. It is always appreciated. And guys, if this helped you out, guys, put a comment down below what setting helped you guys the most. And if it didn't, let me know what settings you guys are running down in the comments below. Until next time, guys, I have been Eclipse, and I will catch you later. Peace out.